How is it going today? Lord, this is my name is Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz, so we have Film Theory, The Broken Mind of Salad Fingers.
Oh,
Salad Fingers 11. Yeah. The Glass Brother. Oh, that episode was creepy as hell.
Yeah, because they had like the mirror world and everything.
I'm
and like the mom was just being mean and the other one was mean and he was nice and it was weird.
It was just weird. Anyway.
It was weird.
Please, if you haven't nurtured us, please follow us on social media in the link below. Don't forget to
subscribe. They gotta make it all creepy just like Salad Fingers.
Theory, where after 6 years, the online video nightmare is back. Salad Fingers. Early in Film Theory's life, I tried my best to interpret the series and all of its filled storytelling, and I think I did a pretty darn good job. After piecing together fragmented toilet conversations and 40s era pop culture references, we were able to diagnose Salad Fingers' dissociative identity disorder, his connection to the Great War of World War I, and the series' overall themes of childhood trauma and struggling to belong. So, how does episode 11, Glass Brother, fit into all this after 6 years of hiatus? Does it upend everything that we thought we knew about this series? Surprisingly, no. For as bizarre as this episode is, boy, does it get weird.
Yes. Like, I didn't understand any of it. Then he licked the glass off of him.
I gotta say, it feels like the most straightforward one that we've had to date. One that actually aligns with my earlier analysis pretty darn well. That being said, it is worth mentioning that you might want to catch up on the previous two-part theory.
We saw that.
Rewatch if it's been a while. That's not me just trying to get extra views out of those videos. I actually had to go back and watch them myself to remember what the heck I said, because this series is just
so long ago.
Yeah,
rewarding if you're willing to dive into all its creepy details. So now, with that look back
like,
out of the way, it's time
I'm scared.
head to chapter 11 to uncover whatever mysteries may be held within those leafy green fingers. In episode 11, Salad Finger starts off playing with his happy finger puppet friends. Just another delicious salady day of gnawing on him for punishment or throwing him in the dirt. Salad then chooses to focus in on Hubert Cumberdale. After holding a mirror up to Hubert and the reflection telling him that he'll never be a real boy, Salad takes it upon himself to help this puppet friend grow up a little. Recreating that classic scene in Pinocchio where Geppetto sews sticky flesh chunks onto his puppet from the dead skin collection in his junk drawer. It's a tale as old as time. This turns Hubert into a
real-life flesh boy.
Who's so happy he...
I just want to dunk on the socks for all his dig.
Salad loves this new and improved Hubert Cumberdale.
Look at how it moves.
Around their World War I era wasteland. Well, that is until Salad starts getting harassed by two people who show up in his mirror. His mother and an evil mirror version of himself. The Glass Brother from episode's title. A lot of verbal abuse and one nasty porridge later, Glass Brother steals Hubert Fleshboy Cumberdale, spurring Salad to travel into the mirror world and rescue him. In the end, Salad smashes his mirror, licks up the pieces, and lives happily ever after with Fleshboy. See? Like I said, perfectly obvious. Right?
Disgusting.
Okay, so maybe not. In typical Salad Finger style, even with some kind of comprehensible storyline, there is still a lot of weirdness to unpack in order to understand what this episode means, rather than just simply understanding
to explain the mother
that are happening on the surface level. Now, in my previous theories on the franchise, I speculated that Hubert Cumberdale may be the representation of Salad Fingers himself. They share the same birthday, the same weird hat, Hubert has powers the other puppets don't, and they both seem to be mistreated at the hands of their family. In short, the two appear to be linked directly to each other in a way that Salad doesn't share with other characters in the story. And this Hubert-Salad connection may actually be officially confirmed in the opening moments of Part 11 via a subtle clue that's very easy to overlook. In the scene where Salad holds up a mirror to Hubert, where we would expect to see the puppet's face reflected, instead see Salad's own face. It's an odd little detail, especially when you consider that David Firth,
I mentioned that last time,
explicitly chooses to show that the mirror adheres to real-world rules, as throughout the surrounding scenes, we see the mirror accurately reflecting other things, like the freshly haircutted Marjorie Stewart Baxter. This feels like an intentional
I didn't even notice that reflection.
I didn't even notice
that. The fact that Hubert and Salad are indeed one and the same, or at the very least, reflections of one another. The next scene shows Salad turning Hubert into a real boy using spare flesh. Now, you notice this drawer contains memorabilia from past episodes. The pump from when Salad Fingers was recovering after giving birth in episode 9.
I didn't even realize that.
I have no idea what it is. It kind of looks like a very small hip bone to me. And the broken name tag of Milford cubicle. Real name Harry, the guy in the barbecue apron who in episode 3 died banging his head against the door, was later skinned to make Salad's friendship in episode 10. That reference and the fact that he's the only character that we've ever seen get skinned in this series, that makes me think that this box is filled with his spare flesh, and that the flesh being sewn onto Hubert is his. Well, let's talk about this idea of Hubert becoming a real boy for a second, shall we? Throughout the series, we've seen Salad's personality, and, well, he's not your typical man's man. I mean, he's not your typical anything, really, but he's definitely not what you would call masculine. We see him giving birth, wearing brides' dresses, flirting with sailors, milking himself, and doing a fair bit of crime. For someone whose brother was a soldier in the war, this sort of behavior could have been seen as dishonorable, embarrassing, especially when you consider that this is back in the 40s. Salad most likely got harassed for all these reasons. So Hubert, wrapping himself up in the flesh of someone else, a male character, is truly a rebirth of
Trying to
sorts.
say
You
that
can hear it in the
this is a new
nursery
person.
sound.
Oh, you'll never be a real boy.
The way Salad heaps compliments onto him like you would a newborn baby.
Right.
Who's that little dazzling dreamboat? Sugar cheeks,
Thunder Thighs.
thunder thighs.
You remember
And the way
that?
Hubert speaks reflects this too. He's a new carefree person who's just
It's just weird how they
been
made
born.
the nipples like.
And ready for life.
And if it's a rebirth for Hubert, then we already know that it's also representative of a rebirth for Salad
him.
Fingers himself. He's finally able to give rise to something in his life that's able to do
Why
what
did he
always
squeeze
struggled
it, though?
with, fit in
Oh,
as a
no.
real boy. Emphasis on boy. Not quite convinced? Let's watch what happens next. Salad immediately starts speaking about the real boy Hubert like his own baby, specifically mentioning how lucky he is to have Hubert in his life. Remember in that opening when Hubert looked into the mirror and he saw Salad in his reflection? Well, this obviously isn't a reflection of Hubert, but it's also not really a reflection of Salad either. This is the actual first appearance of Glass Brother.
The
And
one
it's
that was being
immediately clear
mean.
that his defining characteristic is that he's pretty darn nasty, going on to insult Salad Fingers in pretty much every way possible.
Khaki spider fingers, you'll never be a real boy. True hands.
Andrew Hands.
Glass brother.
I'm sorry, when they put it back to back, it makes it funny.
What is Glass Brother? Is he Salad's brother? Salad's reflection? What is
Or the
really
opposite
going
of
on
him,
with this character?
because
he's
The
nice.
answer is that he's a little bit of both, in the sense that Glass Brother is the voice inside Salad's head telling him that he's stupid, telling him that he'll never amount to anything. Basically, throughout this episode, you can think of Glass Brother as being that nagging sense of self-doubt and self-loathing that we all have from time to time.
Right.
In this
Yeah,
case,
wow.
that self-doubt is what Salad sees every time he looks at a reflective surface. He's a
Oh, to
reflection
see
of
himself.
Salad, yes,
Right.
but more accurately, he's a reflection of what Salad has been told is wrong with him for his entire life.
You'll never be a real boy.
Which again goes back to the idea of Salad.
Maybe they're saying he won't be like a real man because he's not masculine.
But through Hubert growing up and becoming a real-life flesh boy, we see a Salad Fingers with newfound confidence. He's a proud parent now, which is giving him purpose and strength. You notice that in
Right.
this scene when Salad first starts talking to Glass Brother, he immediately recognizes that this is not himself. This is not his own reflection. He tells him that he wouldn't understand his love for baby Hubert because
You're just a glass brother.
he's dismissing that hateful
He's
voice
like,
in his
"That's
own
not
head.
me."
As soon as
Right.
he establishes that there is indeed a difference between them, a new chapter enters the ring. The source of all that hate from the get-go, Glass Mother.
The joints in the back.
Right? Yeah.
Publicly shows up in a mirror. We're
Yeah.
gonna be getting into some deep psychological issues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff that
From
happened in
previous
his childhood
episodes
or
that Salad
something.
Fingers had what you might call a rough upbringing. By
Yeah.
every indication we have from previous episodes, his mother was either abusive, neglectful, or both. She's the hateful voice speaking to him over the radio. She's the
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
switches into
Right.
when throwing Hubert into the muck.
I'll have no dirty immigrants in my house.
Oh,
And now she's
I
the
forgot
one
about
finding
this.
him.
You're a stupid boy.
Yes, mother.
Notice that when we see Salad respond that yes, he is stupid, we're not actually seeing
him
Salad
say that.
respond. We're seeing Glass Brother
Yeah.
respond. This is an important
Agreeing with the
distinction because it gives us a
negativity.
big clue as to what Glass Brother is. The fact that we see Glass Brother responding, but only see the back of Salad's head further confirms that Glass Brother is the version of Salad Fingers who agrees with his mother.
With the negative
He's the
stuff.
one who does see Salad as stupid, as useless,
Oh,
as
wow.
ugly. Again, Glass Brother is Salad's inner negative monologue, reinforcing his self-hatred and the abuse that's been heaped on him by his family. When she asks him to fetch a bowl of porridge in her next line, notice that Salad says,
Yes, Glass Mother.
yes, Glass Mother. This is an important distinction because it's the real Salad talking from outside the mirror.
I felt sorry for him right there. I was like,
Mother.
oh.
Whereas when Glass Brother is talking, he just refers to her as Mother.
Pass
Oh.
Mother the porridge.
Because they're on the same side. Both
Oh,
physically.
I didn't even notice that.
From there,
Right.
the two of them keep verbally abusing Salad, calling him a weak little squirt and weakly bones.
Weak
Then,
man and
interestingly,
all
the
that.
tables turn. We see the world from Glass Brother's side, and Glass Mother says,
You'll forever just be a lonely reflection.
we then hear Salad say,
Not fair. I've been in here for too long.
these lines give us the impression that Salad is the one trapped in the mirror world. But again,
Right.
this
Oh.
is just cluing us into the perception that Salad has of himself. He's not really in some weird alternate dimension. Probably. I mean, the series is weird.
It looked
Right.
like Stranger Things.
Right, it
Salad
did.
feels trapped by all the negative self-talk that he's constantly experiencing from Glass Brother and Mother. He feels like a prisoner in his own mind and his own life. And as Glass Brother tells him,
Those khaki spider fingers aren't going
No,
anywhere.
it's
except
funny to
this
me.
time,
I'm sorry.
it's different. This time, Salad has the new and improved Hubert Cumberdale Real Boy, aka the new reborn
To
version
boost
of
his
himself,
confidence.
Yep.
who has a new chance at life because
Right.
instead of being put down, he's now being loved and positively reinforced by Salad, his parental figure, who, is also sort of himself. You get it.
Yes.
Over the following scenes, we just get more strong indicators that Glass Mother's responsible for a lot of Salad Fingers' problems, including potentially poisoning him intentionally.
Wow.
She's like, you ate it.
What I told you
Right.
to. Don't make me come through that mirror and poke
It's like when your parents force you to eat
Later, the real boy
vegetables.
comes in
Yeah.
and takes care of him, showing the stark difference between Salad's relationship with Glass Mother and his relationship with the real boy. But the two of them being together attracts the unwanted attention of Glass Brother. When Salad talks about how Hubert is his
He's my real life.
And he was
flesh
jealous,
boy,
probably.
the most beautiful
Now that I think about it, that's probably why he took him.
It inspires Glass Brother to steal away Salad's new beginning by snatching Hubert through the mirror, where Glass Mother starts straight away to turn him into another Salad Fingers.
Stick him in the coal shed.
Again, all of this is symbolic of Salad's inability to escape his mother's negative reinforcement and abuse, and how every attempt he's made at a new beginning for himself is stolen away by the faces who
I felt so
wanted
sorry for him.
But instead of ending it on that note, honestly, like you'd kind of expect an episode of Salad
Yeah, they
Fingers,
decided to
we
go get him.
a big rescue scene instead. Huzzah! Salad sneaks into the glass world late at night through a puddle, and I gotta say, I love this detail here. He's able to drop through the water now at night, and there's no reflection. Whereas earlier
'Cause you
in the
can't
day,
see.
he did have a reflection because the sun was out. He had
Right.
to deal with himself face to face. He had to once again confront his reflection. Once he's in the
Now
mirror
this
world,
time he doesn't
grabs
have
Hubert
to,
and
so he can
confronts
just go
Glass
through.
Brother.
I don't think you ought to have stolen my little flesh boy.
This is a huge turning point for the character because it's clearly the first time
He's
Salad has
standing
stood
up.
up to this negative self-talk that he's been trapped with most of his life. As soon as it happens, we see the real ugliness of Glass
Yeah,
Brother.
oh.
Yeah, the
Come out
nasty
before, so
mouth
we see his
and
teeth turning to nails,
Yuck.
symbolically representing how harmful his words have been all along. And then he and Glass Mother start vibrating, like they're glitching out in the Matrix.
I know what was
Suddenly,
going on.
they see
Yeah.
the Salad has upended their game. He's standing up for himself. Finally, the mirror shatters.
And destroy their
symbolically
world.
breaking Salad Fingers out of that world of negative self-talk. Salad takes action and breaks a final mirror into tiny pieces that are too small for any of the characters to climb through. Even though Glass Mother's voice multiplies because there's now tons of mirror shards,
Right,
she's
he takes them up.
powerless because Salad stood up for himself. He smashes her insults up until they're too small to hear anymore. It's really uplifting, right? And then, because we couldn't just have a nice ending without
No.
some
Yeah, without some
Yeah.
sleepiness.
Salad rubs Hubert into the glass shards in
And
a
then-
nice way, and then he licks him off like a
Licks
mama
it.
cat.
Just the sound of it
feels
just
like
makes
it's
you
weird,
like
just
cringe a
weird,
little.
but based on this idea that Salad is breaking away from the negative cycles of his past, my interpretation is that it's him acknowledging that yes, he is a product of his upbringing, but it doesn't have to swallow him up. Instead, he wipes
To think you
clean
would
the
think
broken
that
shards
episode
of
was the
his past.
creepiest.
Internal
Right.
Venom
Eating them?
remains his own grown-up real boy. And this interpretation is reinforced by the final shot of the episode, where we see that one small shard of
But he
glass
kept it,
survived.
though.
Big
Yeah,
enough
he
for
kept it,
Salad
yeah.
to see Glass Mother in,
why,
still
though?
cursing the dickens out of it.
I don't know why.
This is actually my favorite moment in this
Okay,
whole
he about to
episode,
explain
because
now.
in its own bizarre Salad Fingersy way, it's pretty relatable. Salad can't ever completely get rid of Glass Mother. The impact she had on him will always be there in some small way, just like we can never 100% get rid of our own negative self-talk or
Right.
the negativity that we receive from other people.
And that's
There's
why he kept
always
it.
gonna be that one little shard left. But the cool thing about this moment is that Salad Fingers shows that he's okay. And yes, it's definitely a little.
And is that why he
uses
wipes
the
his
shard
blood
cut open his
to
fingers.
Yeah.
not see it?
But what this
Yeah.
represents
Like, I know
is
you're
that
there,
these
but I'm gonna
feelings,
ignore
that
you.
Glass Mother
I guess so,
will
I don't
always
know.
be part of him. And yeah, she's wounded him, but he goes on to take the shard and put it away. The shard is still there, it still exists, but he closed it in a box and moved past it. And now you can finally heal and move on. A happy Salad Fingers ending. Would you look
For
at that?
now.
So do
For
he
now,
and
right.
Salad
So there's
just
another
ride
one.
off into their fleshy little sunset? Is Salad free? Well, on one
I
hand,
don't think
I'd like to
so.
say, yeah, he's finally done it. On the other hand, though, listen to Glass Mother's final line.
With your arms like clicking stops. Just wait until your father gets
Oh,
Where she gets
Yeah.
a mid-sentence when she's saying,
Wait till
Your
your father
father
gets
gets
home.
home.
Now, I may have missed it somewhere.
So we're gonna
along
see
the
his
line.
dad now?
I don't really think that we've dealt with all of Salad's daddy issues yet, which seems especially relevant now that he's got a kid of his own. So in future episodes, I would expect to see a newly confident Salad Fingers coming fresh off of defeating his Glass
And then
Mother,
the dad
now
come
having
and
to
shatter
confront
it.
some kind of appearance, symbolic appearance, corpse appearance, or finger puppet equivalent of his father coming around, so we can
Ooh.
finally deal with whatever he might have in store for our little green friend. But hey, that's just
When the feeling of rust is just
film
right.
theory.
From Emperor's New Groove.
Right. I hope we don't have to wait another 6 years for the next episode.
I don't know. We didn't wait that long.
I mean, we didn't wait that long, but other
Yeah.
people did wait like years.
A long time for that to
so,
come back.
Hopefully, like we don't have to wait that long to see what the next episode was about.
I wonder how his encounter with his dad is gonna be like, though.
That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
It might get really, really dark.
It might get way worse than the first time.
Yeah, just
I
wait.
think
Just
it's
so
his
if his mom was bad, just wait till your
And I
father
don't want
gets
him to do
home.
anything to like the little fleshy baby that he
Dang,
made.
ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a very weird series that we
Super
seem to
weird.
like.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a weird, like if you like close your eyes and you don't even like turn around the computer screen and you just hear the sounds of it, like it
You
sounds
don't
so
know
like
what's going on.
cringy.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Like the amount of like volume they put to the little tiny details, it's like ew. It's like
Great job.
somebody's eating and like
Right.
they put the mic like right there.
Great job. That's how you
You
know
just
it's
hear
good
it.
though.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, please comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like
Subscribe.
and
This is
share.
more.
This is